Welcome to Trick or Theory. My name is Hrishi K, and this is where we give you fact versus fiction. But we never tell you what is fact and what is fiction. That's for you to figure out. We allow you to be the best judge of that. Today, it is literally unimaginable that in today's day and age, a flying plane can simply disappear, poof, into thin air. And that's exactly what happened on the 8th of March, 2014, with Malaysian Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. It is the Trick or Theory Malaysian Airlines disappearance. Malaysian Airlines Boeing 777-3R took off from Kuala Lumpur, digressed towards Beijing, China, and then reached an assigned height of 35,000 feet. On board were 2 pilots, 10 cabin crew, 239 passengers, and 14,296 kgs of cargo. The entire crew, the cargo, the flight, poof, went missing. Let me give you a chronological idea or events that led to this unfortunate event. At 12:41 a.m., Boeing 777-200ER takes off from Malaysian capital, which is Kuala Lumpur. It heads towards Beijing. At 1:07 a.m., one of the plane's communication systems sends out what turns out to be its last transmission. And this is not me speaking. This is Ahmad Johari Yahya, the CEO of Malaysian Airlines, who said this. At 1:19 a.m., someone in the cockpit makes a voice check-in with air traffic controllers as the plane leaves Malaysian airspace and enters into Vietnamese airspace. At 1:21 a.m., the plane's transponders stop communicating. This has been said by the director of Malaysian Civil Aviation, Azharuddin Abdul Rahman. A transponder sends vital information through electronic messages from the plane to radar systems about the flight number, altitude, speed, and heading. And with the transponder off, the plane is actually flying blind from the ground's point of view. At 1:22 a.m., the plane disappears from Thai military radar. At 1:28 a.m., the Thai radar station in southern Surat Thani province picks up an unknown aircraft flying in the opposite direction. And that is really mysterious. Between 1:21 a.m. and 1:28 a.m., the plane appears to have changed course or trajectory. How can that happen in this time frame? At 1:30 a.m., Malaysian air traffic controllers in Subang, outside Kuala Lumpur, lose contact with the plane over the Gulf of Thailand between Malaysia and Vietnam. At 1:37 a.m., a aircraft communications addressing and reporting system was supposed to happen. Aircraft communication addressing and reporting system is also known as ACARS. That ACARS transmission did not happen, and therein arises the possibility of a hijacking. Even though there were no timely signals via ACARS or transponder, the radar on the ground did detect a plane flying in the air. The timing was 2:15 a.m. At 2:40 a.m., Malaysian Airlines says it learns that the plane is missing from the radar. Between 2:40 and 3:45 a.m., Malaysian Airlines conducted its preliminary search and sourced every communication possible to Flight 370 to locate its thereabouts before declaring that it had lost contact with the aircraft. At 3:45 a.m., Malaysian Airlines said it issued a code red alert that the plane was missing from radar. The airline said code red is when it declares that a crisis has happened, you need an immediate deployment of emergency response plans. They say it took an hour to actually issue the alert because they were trying to locate the plane and confirm that it was missing. To verify, they used various measures, including sending messages to the plane and awaiting a response, which didn't happen. At 6:30 a.m., the plane should have arrived in China's capital of Beijing. At 7:24 a.m., Malaysia Airlines announces the plane's disappearance where? On Facebook. Today, it's been 8 years, and the disappearance has remained one of the biggest mysteries in airline disasters. It fields a number of theories. The possibility of a simple hijacking has been brought up. Shortly after the aircraft disappeared, it was claimed that it may have been an act of terrorism. Some speculate that the passengers were still alive, but couldn't answer their cell phones, sometimes known as the phantom cell phone theory. This was based on early reports that family members were trying to call people on 370 and they heard ringing as opposed to a busy or an off signal while calling the passengers' phones, obviously. This was after the disappearance. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the first things investigators think about when an aircraft goes missing is the black box, a recording device in the plane that gives an idea of what happened on board. In the weeks after the disappearance, crews searched hastily everywhere to try and find the black box before the batteries ran out of power. However, in 2015, an exhaustive 584-page report released revealed that the battery power of one black box beacon had expired a year before the incident. While no concrete conclusion had been drawn, many voices, including the US Vice President Joe Biden, had said flight MH17 was shot down by a missile. The blame game had begun. People said it was pro-Russia separatists. Pro-Russia separatists said we didn't do it. After the discovery of some of the debris, some speculated that Flight 370 was shot down, but no evidence at all of shrapnel from a missile or otherwise any projectiles have been found. Very recently, Richard Godfrey, a certified bona fide aerospace engineer and physicist, claimed that the long missing plane crashed into the Indian Ocean 1,993 kilometers west of Perth in Australia, and it rests 4,000 meters below at the base of Broken Ridge. Broken Ridge is an oceanic plateau in a ravine-filled area of the seabed and at the foot of an underwater volcano. After Godfrey's deployment of a new high-tech system called weak signal propagation, he was able to track down the plane from takeoff to its final moments. He combined and cross-matched the new method along with already known and used data from the satellite communication system onboard MH370 to track the plane's doomed final flight. In 2016, a confirmed piece of the aircraft's right wing flap was discovered on Bemba Island in Tanzania. An inquiry by the Australian Transport Safety Bureau indicated that the jet flap was not deployed as is the usual procedure when a water landing happens, likely due to an uncontrolled descent. Godfrey and Gibson's report supports this theory, aligning with the leading thought that the aircraft was intentionally downed in the Indian Ocean, either by the pilot Zahari Ahmed Shah as a premeditated act or by another unknown party. In fact, Mr. Godfrey's location was pretty close to what the UWA expert had identified. In the most recent development, Godfrey had blamed Gibson, an NH370 wreckage hunter, claiming that the plane was deliberately crashed. Recently, a landing gear door of the Boeing 377 was found at the home of a Madagascan fisherman. Experts say this is the first piece of material evidence that suggests that the pilots of the aircraft intended to destroy the aircraft, and this shows a pilot suicide theory. Despite extensive search operations across the Indian Ocean, the jet is yet to be found. A new search is expected this year, 2023, or next year, 2024, according to Ocean Infinity's CEO Oliver Plunkett. The tragic disappearance of Malaysian Airlines MH370 has captured significant attention from many researchers, journalists, public figures, historians worldwide, hoping to solve the enduring mystery. That's Trico Theory, the disappearance of Malaysian Airlines. Tell me what you think right under in the comments below. If you want us to explore any other mystery in our Trico Theory, tell us, and we're happy to explore that all for you. My name is Hrishi K. Till next time, take care.
94.3 Radio 1.